The sun came up in Tucson like it did the day before. I watched the morning shadows creep across the floor.
At the Tucson Waldorf School, a group of remarkable teachers greet each new day with a commitment to create just the right conditions for each one of these children to blossom. It starts early in childhood with teachers who carefully prepare for a curriculum based on play and imagination. Learning takes place in a safe environment.
I think one piece that I cherish about Waldorf education is to continually seeing the child as new each day, that there's infinite possibilities every day for who that child is and who that child will become.
A Waldorf mainstay is that children remain with the same teacher 1st through 8th grade.
But it's also important to realize that the class teacher is not the only teacher that these children have. So they also have a Spanish teacher, and they have a German teacher, and they have a gym teacher, or a movement education teacher, and they have a music teacher, and they have an art teacher, and they have a handwork teacher. So there's a number of other adults that interact with them and teach them, but they have one adult, one teacher that is their person, consistent through the years.
At Tucson Waldorf, the education is anything but cookie cutter. How many schools have a huge garden as part of their classroom?
There was a young child, a 7-year-old in the garden recently, and he said, "You know, this is my favorite thing. I love planting, but I especially love planting from seed. Because isn't it incredible that one little seed makes this entire plant, and then it makes millions of other seeds?" So when children begin to make those connections, those are the fundamental connections of being alive on this planet.
Arizona ranks near the bottom when it comes to education, and it has one of the highest high school dropout rates in the nation. In a survey of Waldorf graduates conducted by the Research Institute, it was found that 94% attend college and 88% go on to graduate from college. Those are remarkable statistics.
It was the best decision we ever made, hands down, as far as parents.
Worldwide, parents covet a Waldorf education. The reason is simple. Children leave armed with the mandatory math, science, and reading skills they must have. But they also leave with true 21st century skills, such as critical thinking, an ongoing commitment to learning, and leadership abilities.
Waldorf kind of teaches you how to think about things or how to learn, so that even if you don't know something when you go into high school, you kind of know how to learn it.
I have a master's in education. So I kind of look at things from the perspective of, well, what makes sense, and is that the best way to do things?
Like, they do things that make us interested in the curriculum instead of just you know, teaching us lesson after lesson.
When we address this picture of thinking, feeling, and willing, we're saying that we don't just value the intellect and pouring facts into a child, but also we want them to learn to work hard. That's the willing, that they have the courage and the energy and the directed focus to actually carry through their tasks.
There are only around 1,000 Waldorf schools around the world. Enrollment in our Tucson school facilities is at a maximum. Our first campus, the Presidio campus, proved so successful that an anonymous donor group made the resources available for Tucson Waldorf to outright purchase this remarkable 10-acre property on River Road.
The River Bend campus is a very special place. It is geographically in a wonderful location for a school.
The majestic Catalina Mountains loom over the 10-acre River Bend campus that was once part of the historic Binghamton community. It dates back to the 1840s. Our goal is to build a campus that respects the historical significance of this land.
How you raise a child is kind of how you raise a building. You take what's there, you work with the nature of the building, you work with the nature of the child, and it's a personalized experience. So you're personalizing this site for the Waldorf community. And that's the reason it takes on more than just a building. And I know the people in my firm working on the project with me are in love with the challenge of this project.
We can be a model for the community at large for looking at an alternative to how we can work with education and children.
Well, because we have this incredibly wide and deep kind of a curriculum that goes into places that most schools don't take time for anymore. It's how you get there and how you know that you want to apply these things in the real world.
An investment in the Tucson Waldorf School is an investment in an alternative system of education with a proven track record.
We're asking people to make an investment in the Tucson Waldorf School, but we're also asking people to make an investment in those individual children, in the group of children, and in our community.
Waldorf education works.
And it provides the community with this wonderful reservoir of children who are going to grow up to be incredible human beings who will be able to make positive social change in our community and in the world.